morning, we're getting a reminder that the only person stopping us from doing something great is ourselves.
Yeah,
what a great message.
That's the message here. Raymond Braun joins us, overcoming challenges and setting a world record as the first person to complete an Olympic distance triathlon on all 7 continents. I mean, haven't we all done that? Raymond, good to have you.
Thanks so much for
Let's talk about the purpose behind this.
Yes.
You didn't just do it to do it. There's kind of a motivation here. What's going on?
Yes, my goal was to really open up a conversation around mental health destigmatization. So 3 years ago, I was suffering from really debilitating OCD. I had agoraphobia, difficulty leaving my apartment, and spent hours every day on compulsion, sanitizing everything from my pillowcase to blueberries.
Well, you hear about this.
Yes.
But it was the real deal for you.
It was a real deal for me, and I think a lot more people struggle with forms of this, but they're embarrassed to open up about it because it's embarrassing to say, you know, I didn't learn to drive until I was 30 because I had these fears, or I wouldn't participate in certain social situations because I had these hidden anxieties. And so when I started an OCD treatment program, one of the things that you do is you make a pyramid of new exposures that you're going to try to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And
baby steps.
Baby steps, exactly. So for me, it started with like, okay, I'm going to brush my teeth without boiling it tonight. I'm going to leave my apartment without checking the door. And a triathlon was at the top of my list because it's like extreme and messy and dirty and unpredictable and hard.
You can't be OCD if you're doing a triathlon.
Exactly.
No.
And so once I did the first triathlon, I said, let's do something really extreme to show people if I can do it, literally someone who was never athletic growing up, you can do whatever you want to set your big audacious goal to be.
That is an incredible feat that you just accomplished. Wow. So how did you jump from, you know, boiling your toothbrush to exercising the way that you had to train for a triathlon?
Yes. I'm really, really grateful for therapy and for the support of friends and family. I think that connection is the opposite of shame, and I felt really embarrassed and had been really private about a lot of my compulsions. I was able to keep them private up until the pandemic. And so actually opening up about what I was going through, getting the support from family and friends, and then once I started exercising and achieving these goals, it helped build confidence. I found a great new community, and it just all kind of built from there.
So you did them all in 7 days?
7 consecutive days.
How did that, like, logistically, how do you do that? You travel obviously fast.
Yes. So there's this incredible group of people who do what's called the World Marathon Challenge, which is 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents.
Well, that's silly.
And I reached out to, we're all a little bit silly, right? But I reached out to the race director, Richard Donovan, an incredible ultra-marathon and expedition expert. And we worked together to create the very first World Triathlon Challenge. And my hope is that people will do it in the future and we can raise more money and awareness for mental health.
Incredible. Okay, I have to ask then, what was the hardest part about doing all of this?
So I think the hardest place was Antarctica because negative 25 degree wind chill. Although I'm sure you in Denver, I mean, you're used to cold weather, so I should have trained here. But I would say the hardest was Brazil, because let me put it this way, after multiple days of traveling, different time zones, jet lag, my stomach was not feeling it, and I had difficulty. Just getting through that
and
one.
Here you're trying to do a triathlon and you can barely hold food down.
Exactly.
Exactly. Do you have a website? I mean, is there how are you promoting
Yes.
this?
So 777-challenge.com. It's a place where people can commit to their own 777 challenge. And again, this is really not about getting everyone to do a triathlon. It's about saying, look how far I was able to come by investing in therapy and encouraging people to do the same.
What a great message. I love that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And what are you going to do while you're in Colorado? Like a triathlon somewhere? Or what's the...
Tell me the most extreme thing and let's go do it.
You're much cooler than I am.
Send them to the Manitou Incline. Thank you, Raymond.
DM me. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Good to have you, by the way. Let's get over to Kylie. Speaking of the Manitou Incline, there it is. That's the incline that goes up the side of that mountain.
This would be easy for you.